conservatism. That's the moral center. Feed the hungry is not liberal or conservative. That's the moral center. Clothe the naked. Set the captive free. Save the children. Feed the hungry is the moral center. The metaphor left wing, right wing has no meaning when a family farmer loses the farm. A worker works and can't get paid and lose their job or their property. Can't send their child to school. Can't pay health insurance. Veteran of foreign wars. It does not suggest that they're lazy. 40 million Americans with no health insurance. People dying in emergency rooms because they do not have a green or a yellow card. They go upstairs to a bed that's empty, waiting for the rich to get sick. And we have been taught to be contemptuous of the poor. When the Bible says that we should defend the poor and deliver the needy as a measurement of our character, when Jesus teaches that we are measured not by what we got, the degrees we have on our walls, or the color of our skins, but we're measured by how we treat other people. More specifically, by how we treat the least of these. Your character is not measured by how you treat the wealthy and the powerful. It's by how you treat those who apparently have nothing more to give you than the gratification of having help. The only justification for looking down on someone, the only moral justification, is that you're going to stop and pick them up. Our challenge is to be better people. We fight for fair prices, fair wages, reduce tuition for our youth, better pay for our teachers. It's in our moral interest to do so. It's cost efficient. A pregnant woman gets prenatal care. Male for 9 months will cost less than $900. Without prenatal care, a low birth weight baby will cost up to $1,000 a day in the hospital up to 20 weeks. You go to Auburn for 4 years on a full academic scholarship, less than $40,000. 4 years, Alabama State Penitentiary, more than $120,000 on a full penitentiary scholarship. It costs more. It costs 3 times more to go to the Alabama State Penitentiary for 3 years than Auburn or University of Alabama for the same 4 years. And so it makes sense to invest in Head Start, and daycare, and prenatal care on the front side of life rather than jail care and welfare and despair on the back side of life. Auburn, choose ye this day. Choose hope over dope. Choose expansion over exclusivity. I'm often asked, and I say, feed the hungry, house the homeless, and educate you. Where's the money coming from? I can document where it must come from. I can document it. We rebuilt Europe with a $50 billion plan after World War II called the Marshall Plan. This day, 1989, February 20th, the day, Great Britain, West Germany, Japan, Taiwan, and South Korea still have 20 and 30-year, 2% loans secured by the U.S. government. We don't have those same loans available for Alabama farmers and Alabama workers. Where's the money coming from? Taiwan is gaining $3 billion a month in surplus. Taiwan, South Korea, Japan, West Germany are now defending them from a war that will not be fought, using money to plant. They would not lend money in urban America for houses and small business development. Now we're going to secure them at $150 billion, 3 times more than the Marshall Plan of World War II. Where is the money? If we can bail out Europe and West Germany and Japan and Chrysler and Continental Bank, we can bail out family farmers in America. If we can bail out West Germany and Japan, we can reduce tuition costs at Auburn and increase pay for people. And so on this day, I make this appeal to you. Don't just recite history. Today, let's make some history. Young America, come alive. In my generation, there was a choice between Dr. King and Governor Wallace. In time, thanks be to God, George Wallace changed his positions. In his last tenure, became a great governor. He changed his ways. And that's why redemption must always remain available. All of us might be renewed and redeemed and become better people. But Dr. King's position prevails. Today it's the route of, shall the New South be clansmen elected to office? Or shall it be the journey forwards? The hope, the new day. We have a choice. Should Alabama go the way of Louisiana? Or should Louisiana envy Alabama? The choice is yours today. When we fought for the right to vote, it was not only for the right of the African Americans to vote, but Hispanics, to give women allies for whom to vote. But we couldn't stop there. We had to fight for 18-year-olds to have the right to vote. And then for 18-year-olds in college to have the right of residency. They said 18-year-olds were too young to vote. We said if they can go to Vietnam and die for the country, then they can vote on for the war of peace. And so finally that prevailed. And then the idea was, should college youth have the right to vote before they go to college? No, that's not the issue. The issue is residency. You should have easy access to registration. You should vote where you live. The fact is we should have, at age 18, automatic registration, same day on-site registration. We should take the pain and the cost out of registration. If you leave your 9 and get a highway ticket, while they're writing out the ticket, the computer is running. Within 7 minutes, they will know if you ever had a ticket, if you ever paid for it, because you were just that computerized. While we can't be that advanced on the most basic right, a traffic ticket is not the most basic right. The most basic right is the right to vote. I know and you know that they could computerize the system. When our last baby was born, we were expecting it was going to be a boy. We programmed ourselves, started buying a bunch of little blue clothes and things. It was a girl. So we were caught off balance. The doctor said, "What's the baby's name?" We said, "Well, get back to you." Next day, what's the baby's name? Let you know tomorrow. The argument next day, so we have a name. Doctor said, "No, go downtown. Put your baby's name beside the number. Your baby has been registered into the system." After the 3rd day, on computer, your baby has a number. Put a name by the number. 9 years ago, my father died. Through all the agony, the pain, picking out clothes, caskets, cemeteries, all of that, the funeral director eased up and said, "Now, before we bury your father, we have to have his registration, death certificate. From birth certificate to death certificate. From womb to tomb, we are registered without any effort." Now, why can't at age 18, They simply push the chip and empower all of the American people. Why must there be cost and struggle and strain in our most basic right? The right to vote. And so you sit here today, you have the right to vote and vote in Auburn. If you're 18, you can vote. If you are at Auburn, you can vote. Not vote in Birmingham or Mobile or New Orleans or Atlanta or Miami or Washington, New York. You can vote where you live. I'm from Washington. No, that's where your parents live. They put you out. They sent you to home. You are only welcome there on holiday. If you stay too much beyond the holiday, it'll let you know you are not welcome beyond the holiday. And after you graduate from here, you're not really welcome at all. You used to live there.